Welcome to my channel again. In the first video about IELTS Task 2, I mentioned the fact that doing the essay is as much about thinking as it is about using words, using language. And in the second video, I mentioned the fact that generating ideas is at least 1/3 of what's required to write the essay. The aspect of the king. Remember, the king, the queen, and the minister. Now, I'm going to just devote one more video to talking about this subject because I think a lot of students don't understand what it means. The kingly aspect is really a power that I think most students don't realize that they have. The reason they don't realize they have it is because it has not been emphasized. That's the only reason. Now you may ask yourself, what does he mean by generating ideas? Well, I mean just that. In the first part of the essay, you have 5 to 10 minutes where you need to form the basis of your essay. You need the material there that you can manipulate and work into a beautiful sculpture of an essay. And if you don't have that material, that basic material, then it's unlikely that you're going to write a good essay. Now, perhaps a native speaker can rush ahead and just formulate all the ideas on the move, on the fly, as we say in English, but I don't think an international student can do that very easily. Now, some people don't like to just generate ideas, and there's a reason why. That's because it's hard work, and you have to train yourself to do that. If you can train yourself to do it, it means that when you get into the actual essay situation, you're going to be able to flow more naturally, and you'll be able to call up all the material that you need out of your mind to make it a much more easy writing process. Now, a lot of students don't like trying to generate ideas. I think young people particularly, because they don't feel a need to justify their thinking. But they have to take a little bit older attitude here and try to move to that position. Also, I've seen over the years that female students don't like this kind of thinking. That is just generating ideas kind of in a void or before they've even started writing. But female students should not feel disadvantaged in the slightest. My best student who ever trained to do this was a female student, a young female student from Beijing. And that student could generate as much as 35 to 40 ideas in the space of 15 or 20 minutes. That's not an exact IELTS situation, but it just shows what kind of power that she had. And on the other hand, I have some students who can only generate 1 or 2 ideas. But imagine that, if they go into the essay with only 1 or 2 ideas, they have a very weak position. It's a bit like a poor person trying to go into business. They don't have any money for marketing, they don't have any money for premises, they don't have any money for employees. They only have an idea, one idea, the idea of the business and nothing else. You do need that material. You have to call it up from your mind. It's only you that can do that. And so what I'm going to train you to do is to emphasize the generation of ideas, the king's aspect, before you get started on the essay. That's all I have to say in this video. Until that time.